Have you ever wondered why your legs feel weaker over time, even when you are trying your best to stay active and healthy? As we age, every choice we make, especially about the food we eat, plays a crucial role in maintaining our strength and independence. Surprisingly, some of the fish we often believe to be healthy could be silently robbing us of our leg strength, leading to weakness, balance problems, and even dangerous falls. Today, I will reveal to you the 7 types of fish that seniors must avoid immediately to protect their leg muscles and overall health. The hidden danger in your favorite seafood. Fish is often celebrated as a health food full of omega-3 fatty acids and lean protein. However, not all fish are created equal. Some species are loaded with harmful substances like mercury, PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, and other toxins that specifically attack your muscles and nerves. When you consume these contaminated fish over time, they gradually weaken your muscles, disrupt nerve signals, and can cause severe mobility issues, particularly dangerous for seniors, whose recovery from falls and injuries is already slower. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Tilefish. Tilefish may appear to be a harmless delicacy from the ocean, but for seniors, it holds a hidden threat that cannot be ignored. Beneath its flaky texture and mild flavor lies a dangerous concentration of mercury, one of the most toxic elements to human health. Seniors, in particular, are far more vulnerable to mercury's devastating effects because of the natural decline in the body's ability to detoxify with age. When mercury from tilefish enters your system, it does not simply pass through. It binds to vital proteins in your muscles and nervous tissue, creating slow but irreversible damage. Over time, this silent invader begins to erode the strength in your legs, causing subtle weakness that many mistake for just getting older. But this is not normal aging. This is poisoning, gradual, insidious, and deeply destructive. Mercury attacks the neuromuscular system, the crucial network that connects your brain to your muscles. Seniors who consume tilefish may notice early signs such as muscle stiffness, trembling in the legs, unexplained cramps, and an overwhelming sense of fatigue after even simple activities like walking to the mailbox or standing from a chair. Left unaddressed, these symptoms worsen, leading to serious falls, broken bones, and in many tragic cases, permanent loss of mobility. The tragedy is that many seniors striving to eat healthier by adding more seafood are unknowingly harming the very strength they seek to protect. Choosing tilefish can set in motion a heartbreaking cycle of muscle loss, loss of independence, and emotional despair, all hidden behind the innocent appearance of a seafood dinner. If you truly value your strength, your freedom, and your ability to move with confidence, tilefish must be removed from your plate immediately. Your legs carry the weight of your life's journey. Don't allow a single meal to steal that from you. And if you think tilefish is bad, wait until you discover the next fish, even more toxic and more commonly consumed than you would ever expect. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. King mackerel. At first glance, king mackerel might seem like a hearty and healthy choice, with its firm texture and rich taste. But for seniors, this fish hides a lethal secret that could rob you of your most precious asset, your ability to stand, walk, and live independently. King mackerel is alarmingly high in mercury, a toxic heavy metal that silently poisons the body from the inside out, with a particular cruelty toward the muscles and nerves in your legs. When mercury levels build up from frequent consumption of king mackerel, it doesn't make an announcement. It slowly creeps into your muscles, causing them to weaken, stiffen, and cramp without warning. What starts as mild discomfort after a stroll around the neighborhood can quickly spiral into chronic pain, loss of muscle coordination, and legs that simply refuse to hold you up. For seniors whose resilience has already been tested by the passage of time, this kind of muscle degeneration can mean the difference between a vibrant, active life and a painful, dependent existence. The danger doesn't end there. Mercury also interferes with the delicate network of nerves that control balance and reflexes. Seniors who unknowingly eat king mackerel may find themselves stumbling more often, feeling dizzy when standing up, or struggling to lift their legs properly when walking. A simple misstep could lead to a devastating fall, triggering fractures, hospital stays, and the heartbreaking loss of independence. What makes king mackerel even more dangerous is how often it appears on menus disguised as a healthy option, luring well meaning seniors into making a choice that could cost them dearly. One meal might seem harmless, but the damage accumulates invisibly, day after day, bite after bite. Protecting your legs and your future means being ruthless about what you put on your plate. And if you think king mackerel is harmful, brace yourself. The next fish on our list carries a predator's burden of toxins and an even greater threat to your precious strength. 3. Shark. Choosing to eat shark may sound adventurous, even luxurious, but for seniors, it is a hidden peril that strikes at the heart of your physical vitality. Sharks, as apex predators, spend decades accumulating toxins from every level of the ocean's food chain. By the time they reach your plate, their flesh is saturated with mercury and other dangerous substances in quantities that can cause profound and lasting damage, especially to the muscles and nerves that power your legs. Mercury poisoning from shark meat doesn't strike suddenly. It works slowly and mercilessly. Each meal layers another invisible burden onto your body. At first, the signs might be so subtle that they seem unrelated. A slight unsteadiness when rising from a chair, a heaviness in your legs after a short walk, or a tremor so slight you dismiss it. But over time, these symptoms grow into real dangers. Weakening leg muscles, inflamed joints, and nerve impairment can trap once active seniors in a devastating cycle of reduced mobility, dependence on walkers or canes, and the constant fear of falling. Moreover, mercury is not the only danger lurking in shark meat. PCBs and other industrial pollutants lodge themselves in your tissues, promoting chronic inflammation that accelerates muscle wasting. Your legs, which have carried you through a lifetime of experiences, deserve protection, not silent betrayal from something as seemingly simple as a dinner choice. Sadly, many seniors seeking new and exciting meals are unaware that shark meat is one of the most toxic seafood choices available. What is presented as an exotic delicacy can instead lead to painful weakness, dangerous falls, and heartbreaking loss of freedom. If you are determined to stay strong, mobile, and independent, eliminating shark from your diet is non-negotiable. But don't let your guard down yet. The next fish may be even more dangerous because it hides behind a reputation for being a healthy choice. Stay with me to uncover the truth. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Swordfish. Swordfish, with its firm texture and rich, meaty flavor, has long been considered a prize catch for seafood lovers. Yet beneath its appealing surface lies a serious threat, especially for seniors striving to maintain their strength and independence. Swordfish is alarmingly high in mercury, so much so that health experts often single it out as one of the most dangerous fish for human consumption. For seniors, whose bodies are already more susceptible to toxin buildup, eating swordfish can quietly but relentlessly destroy the very foundation of mobility, the legs. When you consume swordfish, mercury silently embeds itself deep within your muscles and nerves. Over time, what begins as slight fatigue after a short walk can evolve into persistent muscle weakness, stiffness, and even severe cramping in the legs. The strength you once relied on to move freely, to garden, to travel, or simply to live independently begins to erode without obvious warning. One day, rising from your favorite chair may feel harder. A few weeks later, walking across the living room could seem like climbing a mountain. Swordfish also inflicts harm beyond muscle weakness. The toxins impair nerve conduction, slowing the messages between your brain and your limbs. This delay can cause dangerous stumbling, delayed reflexes, and a terrifying sense of instability that no senior should have to endure. Over months and years, the cumulative effect can leave once strong individuals frail, fearful, and isolated, not because of normal aging, but because of invisible damage served on a dinner plate. The saddest truth is that many seniors are drawn to swordfish, believing it to be a nutritious and hearty seafood choice. They are unaware that with every bite, they may be stepping closer to immobility, closer to dependence, and further away from the vibrant, active life they deserve. And if you thought swordfish was bad, wait until you discover the next fish, a sneaky predator from the deep that brings not only mercury, but a cocktail of dangerous chemicals straight into your bloodstream. 5. Orange Roughy. At first glance, orange roughy seems like a gentle, harmless choice. Its delicate, flaky flesh and mild flavor have made it a favorite among many seniors looking for a lighter, healthier seafood option. But behind its tender taste lies a dark and troubling reality. Orange roughy, one of the longest living fish in the ocean, can survive over 150 years. During that incredibly long lifetime, it absorbs alarming amounts of mercury, industrial pollutants, and other environmental toxins, turning it into a slow acting poison for those who eat it. For seniors, whose bodies are already more vulnerable to toxic buildup, consuming orange roughy can have devastating consequences. These toxins invade muscle tissue, especially in the legs, draining them of strength and resilience. You might first notice it as slight numbness in your feet, an odd tingling in your calves, or legs that feel unusually tired after standing for a short time. But as the toxins accumulate, the damage intensifies, leading to serious muscle weakness, loss of coordination, and a terrifying sense that your body is betraying you. The true danger lies not just in muscle deterioration, but also in nerve damage. Pollutants like PCBs, stored in orange roughy, disrupt the electrical signals between your brain and your muscles. This disruption can cause slow reaction times, staggering balance issues, and eventually a complete loss of confidence in your ability to move safely. For seniors, a single fall can mean not just broken bones, but broken independence, and often a broken spirit. What makes orange roughy particularly dangerous is its deceptive image of being mild and healthy. It sits quietly on menus and in seafood markets, posing as a safe choice while quietly setting the stage for weakness, injury, and isolation. But the story doesn't end here. If you think orange roughy is a hidden danger, wait until you meet the next fish, a so called luxury on your plate that carries a hidden cost too steep for any senior to afford. 6. Chilean Sea Bass. Chilean sea bass, with its rich, buttery flavor and tender texture, often feels like a luxurious indulgence, something special to enjoy during a fine meal. But beneath its appealing surface, this fish hides a serious threat that seniors cannot afford to ignore. Often living up to 50 years or more in deep, cold waters, the Chilean sea bass absorbs massive amounts of mercury, heavy metals, and industrial pollutants throughout its life. By the time it reaches your plate, it is less a source of nourishment and more a vehicle for invisible harm. For seniors, whose bodies are already less efficient at detoxifying harmful substances, eating Chilean sea bass can be especially dangerous. Mercury from this fish embeds itself into muscle tissues, including the legs, disrupting their function and draining strength little by little. You may first sense a creeping fatigue in your thighs or a slight ache after a short walk, sensations easy to dismiss. But slowly, almost cruelly, this fatigue grows into weakness, instability, and even sharp, persistent pain that refuses to go away. Even worse, the toxins in Chilean sea bass attack the nervous system, fraying the delicate connections between your brain and your muscles. Without clear communication, the legs falter. Simple actions like climbing a step, balancing on uneven ground, or even standing from a sitting position become risky endeavors. Every small movement demands extra effort, and every misstep carries the terrifying possibility of a serious fall. And the tragedy is that many seniors, trying to treat themselves to something special and healthy, are unknowingly investing in their own decline. What is marketed as a premium, sophisticated meal can end up costing far more, not in dollars, but in lost strength, lost freedom, and lost joy. If protecting your legs and your independence matters to you, and it should, then avoiding Chilean sea bass is a step you must take immediately. But don't stop here, because the next fish is one that many people eat regularly, believing it to be completely safe, and the truth about it will shock you. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 7. 7. Bigeye Tuna. Bigeye tuna, often praised for its rich taste and hearty texture, is a staple in many seafood dishes, from gourmet restaurants to home kitchens. Many seniors, believing tuna to be a heart-healthy choice, turn to Bigeye tuna without hesitation. But behind its appealing reputation lies a silent and dangerous enemy. Bigeye tuna, unlike its lighter cousins, is heavily contaminated with mercury, a toxic metal that accumulates in your body with every bite, setting the stage for slow, devastating damage to your legs and overall mobility. Mercury in Bigeye tuna acts like an invisible saboteur. Once it enters your system, it attaches itself to your muscle fibers and nervous tissues, weakening the legs in ways you might not immediately notice. It might begin with a slight stiffness when you wake up, or an unusual tiredness after a short walk around the block. But as the mercury continues to build, so does the damage, turning everyday movements into painful, exhausting tasks. For seniors who already face the natural challenges of aging, this added burden can be catastrophic. Mercury impairs nerve function, slowing down the reflexes needed for balance and coordination. It promotes inflammation, causing muscles to ache and joints to swell. Over time, even the simple joy of walking unaided, climbing stairs, or standing to greet a loved one can slip painfully out of reach. What makes Bigeye tuna even more dangerous is how easily it is mistaken for a safe, healthy option. It's found in sushi bars, grilled on menus, and stocked in markets across America. Few realize that every delicious bite could be quietly robbing them of their independence, mobility, and vitality. If staying strong, balanced, and free matters to you, and it should, it's time to cross Bigeye Tuna off your list for good. But knowing what to avoid is only part of the battle. To truly protect and rebuild your strength, you must also know which fishes are your true allies. Let's now turn our attention to the safest, most nourishing choices that every senior should embrace. 8. What you should eat instead. After learning about the hidden dangers lurking in certain fish, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, even betrayed by foods once thought to be healthy. But do not lose hope. Nature, in its wisdom, still offers seafood treasures that can strengthen your body, protect your legs, and help you move confidently through the years ahead. The key is choosing wisely, selecting fish that nourish your muscles and nerves instead of poisoning them silently. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon stands out as one of the safest and most powerful allies for seniors. Rich in clean omega-3 fatty acids, it supports muscle strength, reduces inflammation, and enhances nerve health. Unlike larger predatory fish, salmon have shorter lifespans, meaning they carry far less mercury. Every bite provides not just nourishment, but a direct investment in your mobility, balance, and overall vitality. Sardines, though small, are mighty. Packed with calcium, vitamin D, and essential omega-3s, they offer unparalleled support for bone health and muscle maintenance. Seniors who include sardines in their diets often experience stronger legs, better balance, and fewer joint problems. Their tiny size also means they are remarkably low in toxins, making them one of the safest seafood choices you can make. Atlantic mackerel, not to be confused with the dangerous king mackerel, is another excellent option. It's rich in protein and healthy fats, promoting muscle repair and reducing the risk of inflammatory conditions that often sap seniors of their strength. Choosing Atlantic mackerel means fueling your body with energy and resilience without the lurking fear of mercury damage. Rainbow trout, raised in clean waters, is a gentle yet powerful choice. Mild in flavor but potent in benefits, it provides a steady stream of essential nutrients that fortify your muscles, sharpen your nerves, and keep your legs strong and capable. Choosing these safe fishes is not merely about eating differently. It's about reclaiming your strength, protecting your independence, and writing a new, vibrant chapter in your life. Every meal becomes a statement. You are choosing life, mobility, and joy over weakness and fear. But understanding which fish to eat is only the beginning. To truly protect your future, you must also recognize the deeper, more invisible threats that weaken seniors from within. Up next, we'll explore the silent forces beyond diet that could be undermining your leg strength and how to fight back with wisdom and power. Protect your strength, honor your journey, and choose life. Your legs are not just muscles and bones, they are your foundation, your freedom, your bridge to the world around you. They have carried you through every chapter of your life, raising families, building dreams, and creating memories that are etched into the very heart of who you are. Now, as the years advance, it is more important than ever to protect that foundation with care, wisdom, and love. Every choice you make today matters. What you put on your plate is not a small decision. It is a powerful act of self-respect and self-preservation. By avoiding dangerous fishes like tilefish, king mackerel, shark, swordfish, orange roughy, Chilean sea bass, and bigeye tuna, you are refusing to let hidden toxins steal your strength, your balance, and your independence. And by embracing clean, nourishing options like wild-caught Alaskan salmon, sardines, Atlantic mackerel, and rainbow trout, you are giving your body the tools it needs to thrive, not just survive. Remember, aging is not about surrendering to weakness. It's about fighting wisely, making the small but powerful decisions that keep you strong, mobile, and vibrant for as many years as life will allow. It's about honoring the journey you have walked so far and ensuring that you continue walking it with dignity, confidence, and grace. You deserve to live every day with the full power of your body and spirit intact. You deserve to stand tall, walk proudly, and embrace every moment of life with energy and joy. Let today be the day you choose strength over decline, knowledge over fear, and hope over helplessness. Your legs have carried you through a lifetime. Now it's your turn to carry them, with the choices you make, the food you eat, and the wisdom you live by. The journey to a stronger, safer, and more vibrant life begins now, and it begins with you. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.